Alright guys, for any of you that's been following the channel, you know I've been experimenting with loading my own 22 shells and buying the pre-primed cases and making my own bullets. I have various charges to try. I've got these are 1 grain of 700X. I got 1.5 grains of 700X. Got a 1 grain of Titegroup, a grain of clays, and 1.5 grains of clays. Thinking our money maker is going to be clays or Titegroup. Never used the 700X, but we're going to check it out. Figured I'd show you. This first one we have, this is the regular Federal 22 lead cast bullet, bulk pack, 40 grain solid. This is my 40 grain cast bullet. This A-LOX lubed, and the pre-primed cases I got from Fed Arms. And then this is the bulk pack of Federal and the copper plated Federal Champion. I want to say it's 40 grain bullet as well, but we're going to test it out. I loaded up about 5 of each. We're going to test it out in a semi-automatic Star and just a regular revolver, Heritage Rough Rider, just to give us some testing. We want to check, make sure we have function, if we have any kind of accuracy, and make sure we're not overcharging the case by blowing anything up. So what we're going to try first, and we'll go from there. Alright, for this first test we have a cylinder of the 1 grain of 700X. And looking back, I did have 1 light primer strike, so see, it just barely got a little dimple on the rim there, but all the other ones did fire. So now we'll try them out in semi-automatic. Alright, we got the same charge, 1 grain of 700X. We're going to try it in a semi-auto. For some reason I'm feeling these is not going to have enough oomph to cycle to slide, but we'll see. They felt a little really weak in the revolver, so we'll see. Alright, for this next one we're going to try the 1.5 grains of 700X and see how it does. They all fired. Alright, for this next group we're going to test. These will be the 1.5 grains of 700X in the semi-automatic. Well, they're all functioning. The only thing I can say is I probably need a little bit heavier hammer spring. I'm having to do some double strikes on this old Star. They've been pretty good so far in the the single action Heritage. It seems this brand new. It's the first time I've ever had it out, so it's got a really stiff spring in it. So we'll look and see. We might have to change some springs out. Alright, for this next load, this will be 1 grain of clays. For this test, we've got 1 grain of clays in the semi-automatic. I'm expecting to have a lot of failure to fires, double strikes, because I think the hammer spring's a little weak in this old Star. Might be something we need to address. Alright, this test will be with the Heritage Rough Rider with 1.5 grains of clays. Seems like to me once you get up to about a 1.5 grains of the fast burning pistol powders, the cases clean up. They're not quite as dirty, so we'll see how this one goes. Got cylinder lock up. One of the cases back out of the cylinder. Alright, for this test it'll be 1.5 grains of clays in the semi-automatic. Really think this hammer spring's a little too weak. Don't have enough oomph to really drive the firing pin home. Now for this last test, this will be 1 grain of Titegroup. Now I'm thinking this may be our money maker. We'll see. Alright, for this last test, this is 1 grain of Titegroup in a semi-automatic. Like I said, we've been having problems with the hammer strikes on these, so we might have either a firing pin spring or a hammer spring we're going to have to look at. But we'll see. Alright, we're going to test out the hammer spring in this Star. I got 10 rounds of factory Federal Premium, Federal Champion. We'll test them out just to see if we're getting light primer strikes off that hammer spring. Well, maybe with those cases you just need a really heavy firing pin, because this one seems to be running good with Champion. We'll run another mag through just to see. Alright, we're going to try out the Federal Champion. This is the lead bullet. Try out 10 rounds of it just to see. I think not necessarily, maybe a combination of a weak hammer spring, but I think these primer rims are a little bit thinner than the ones you get from Fed Arms, but it is what it is. It's reloading 22. It's a learning phase.